All right, y'all, let's do a little dimensional blonde refresh today. So it's been about a year since I have highlighted the underneath part of this client's hair. We usually just do partials, but today we're going to go ahead and do the whole thing and brighten everything up. So what I'm doing first here is popping in some foils way down in the hairline area. I like to do this in a little V-shaped section, as you see here. And I am using Wella Blonderplex Lightener with 10 volume developer. So I always do 2 foils like this right here at the bottom. And then what I do is kind of cut across in between those 2 foils and do a third one right in the center. I personally do not ever really heavily highlight the underneath part because I feel like if you're doing highlights versus a global bleach application, it's because you want dimension in your hair, and it just doesn't make sense to me to heavily highlight the entire head. So I leave a good amount of the natural color in between my foils in the bottom. Then I go through and heavily highlight all around her face and through the top of her head. Now today, just to brighten her up a little bit more, I balayaged some of the ends of her hair with some of that 10 volume lightener as well, just to like brighten up those ends. Now then, once everything is processed to about a level 9, wash all that out. And then I like to spray Wella Ultimate Repair Miracle Hair Rescue Spray all over the hair at the bowl before I do any kind of toner, or in this case, a root tap. And I'm using Colaston Express, which is a 10-minute color. I love to use Colaston Express for my root taps because they process so quickly. I usually actually don't even leave it on for the full 10 minutes. I'll leave it on for like maybe 3 or 4. And that's it. I didn't do any toner. I just kind of scrubbed that root tap through the ends of her hair for like 30 seconds before shampooing it out. And this is the finished result. Brighter, but still dimensional.